So this last month, heated rivalry was popping up way too often for me to ignore it. And every time I open any app, it was there again. And then my friends started suggesting it too, which is usually how I know it's already too late. And so here we are. So earlier this week, I went undercover as a brand new heated rivalry edit account. And the goal was simple, that I wanted to see how many followers, likes and views I could get under a week. And like the result was honestly so surprising. So one of my favorite thing about doing this undercover account is that it forces me to like actually make edits, because I have been like thinking about for a long time about like the songs that I wanted to make edits on. Like I just never start them because they like take time and like I keep putting them off. But with like an undercover account, I don't get that luxury. So if I post today, I have to have another edit ready tomorrow. So this is how the week works. On day one, I make the account and just exist like a normal fan account, like liking edits, like commenting, and try to like make new friends before I post anything. And then from day 2 onwards, I started posting edits almost every day. So before we get into the days, I do want to say this real quick. A lot of you guys watch these videos without subscribing, and subscribing generally helped me keep making stuff like this. So if you enjoy this one, you should also check out the Stranger Thing undercover account that I did, and that account also blew up in under a week. So it's the first day, and today we are making the account and trying to get as many people as we can before I post anything. So for the username, just like I did in my last undercover, I wanted something easy to read or easy to remember. So I didn't want something too long or confusing. I ended up choosing It's Just Hockey because if you have watched the show, it kind of feels like an inside joke. And for the name, I'm putting heated rivalry, so if people are searching for edits or anything related, the account actually shows up. And for the bio, I'm keeping it really simple. I write that I make edit and I use AE 2025 so people know what I edit on and that I follow back, because that helps actually early on. And after that, I spent a few minutes just scrolling to TikTok, like liking, sharing, commenting on other people, trying to like make few friends, so it just does not look like I'm going completely empty when I post. Now, it's time to make the first edit. And for this specific edit, I wanted to try a style that is not super common yet, which is sports GFX. So with this show, it just feels so right. And for the audio, I'm using all the things he said because it is featured in the show itself. So if anyone who is watching or watch the show, it's also going to recognize it immediately. Okay, it's day 2. So let's just open the account and post our first edit. So I'm at 16 followers from just interacting yesterday, and there's some few DMs too that I ended up talking to a couple people. And shout out to Lana, who's honestly really sweet, even though she haven't seen any of my edits yet. Okay, so I'm just gonna tell people that I'm about to post, and then I upload the edit. And before I even close the app, it's already at 133 views. So we will just come back tomorrow and see what happened. And in the meantime, I'm gonna start working on my second edit. So for the second edit, I go with a style that I usually do, but like just a little different. And I'm gonna use We Can't Be Friends by Ariana Grande. There was a point where I was so stuck on what to do, and there is lyrics that say, I don't like how you paint me. And I was just like so stuck there, and I didn't know what to do for that part until one of my friends suggested me to use a paintbrush picture review, which I ended up doing. So day 3, I wake up and check my phone, and my friends on Instagram have already seen the edit on their TikTok for you page. Tell me it's doing really well. So now I'm excited. Also, I'm kind of like scared because the second edit is not as on the same level as the first one. Let's open the account then. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's no way. It's just been a day and it's already at 123.7k views. I have got like 418 followers, and the edit have 53k likes. Like, it's just only been a day. This is actually so crazy. Okay, let's just open the comments. And yeah, people are accusing me of being Lauren. Guys, Lauren has already done a heated rivalry undercover video just before this. Oh my god, you will not believe it. Okay, so she posted her undercover video on day 1, and I was like, when I was on the day one. And I was like, oh, okay, now no one's gonna accuse me that this is Lauren, but here we are. It's not like something that don't like it. I really love it, actually. I love having full community, and this is like a play or like a game. Like, people are just guessing who Lauren is going undercover as, and it's like so fun, at least to me. Like, personally to me, I just love it. So the comments are really so freaking nice. People are hyping it up. The picture comments are always so funny, and I'm honestly just surprised. There are like 361 comments already in day one. Okay, let's just open the DM. Okay. At least one person has actually guessed that it's me. Shout out to Franco AP. Okay, I'm just gonna reply to comments and tell people that I'm posting again, and then I'm gonna upload the second edit. Okay, this is unbelievable. I just posted the edit and it instantly started getting views. So while that's happening, I'm just gonna start working on my next edit. So for this next edit, I originally wanted to do something similar to the first edit. Then I ended up doing something completely different. So I'm using the song Green Light by Lord, and the entire theme of the edit is green. And I'm gonna edit Shane and Ilya. The green light idea actually works really well for them. So it's all like wanting something that you cannot like really have, and you like being separated and not knowing if that like crossing that line is a good idea. I ended up like deciding that I wanted to do like different editing style for all my edits, and the style idea for this edit actually came randomly. So I was just scrolling on my main FYP and I saw Lord performing Green Light on tour, and she had this green laser thing everywhere and just like so euphoric, and I thought like it will like look really good in an edit. I tried like recreating that electronic glitchy like laser beam thing, and this is how the edit turned out. Okay, so it's day 4, and before I even open the account, I get DMs on my main TikTok account asking that if this account is me, and it's only the second edit. Anyways, let's open the account. No way, there is no way. So it's at 1,205 followers, and I have total 161.8k likes. Okay, so the second edit actually performing better than the first one, which is so unusual. Like, it never happens. And like, so the second edit is at 229.8k views with 89,000 likes, and the first edit is at 184.1k views with 72,700 likes. And like, the comments are like really so nice, and someone noticed the 6-7 million views. And people are saying, oh, YouTube, oh my god, there's Lauren accusation art, like they're like everywhere. So I'm gonna post the third edit and I'm gonna start working on my fourth edit. Okay, so actually, after making like 3 transition edits in a row, I'm honestly so tired, really genuinely tired. And I tried like making, it's not like I was not, well, like I tried making another transition edit, but I just could not. Like, it was like there was no inspo coming, and even like there was inspo, it's not like that I did not have inspo. It's just like I didn't have like energy to do so. So I'm gonna make a velocity edit, and I'm gonna make sure to have like a good concept, maybe like storytelling or something. So I ended up using Blowing Smoke by Gracie Abrams as a song, and this is the edit. This edit is for people who have just not watched the show for the scenes and they have watched for the story. Okay, day 5. Let's open the account. We are at, I'm not even surprised at this point. We are at 1,572 followers and a total likes of 220k. And the recent edit, the green light edit, got 32,600 views. So the second edit got, oh my god, it's like going viral. So it got 336.1k views with 122k likes, and the first edit 232.6k views with almost 90k likes. So when I tell my friends about this, they said they're like already seen the edits on their For You page. It's not like that obvious, like I always try to make like different things, but like even for this editing undercover, all my edits are made on different frame rate for the same reason, and I have my different pronouns on my account just for the same reason that people don't know that it's me. Okay, so I almost forgot to post the velocity edit. Okay, I'm not like expecting much from it. So for the last edit, I was not actually planning to finish a full one, like full edit. I was just like trying to make a short edit and then reveal that this account was an undercover. But like when I was editing, I realized that I actually liked where it's like where the edit was going. So I just kind of like abandoned an edit. I have never done that. Like I have never made a scrap edit. Also, shout out to my friend Brendan, who stayed on call with me when I edited this, and I finished this around like 5 a.m. and it took like 7-8 hours in total. And when I was editing that, Brendan told me that I have already used this audio before. In 2022, I actually made an edit of Happier Than Ever to one of my sweetest friend Vivian. You probably know Vivian actually. She is also a fellow editor and she makes editing related content on YouTube, and she's just so humble. Honestly, like looking at it now, it kind of like wild how much I've improved. And this is the final edit. Okay, so this is the last day of this undercover video. We are just gonna go through the account for the very last time. So the total followers we got under a week was 2,717, and the total like we got is 333.2k likes. And my recent edit got 104.6k views with 37.6k likes. My velocity edit got 13.3k views and 2,675 likes. And my green light edit got 164.6k views with 49,700 likes. And my most viewed edit, which is my second edit, 455.3k views, and someone even remade this edit. So my first edit got 287.3k views with 95,800 likes. Oh my god, we are just ending this video now. I had like a full blast making every edit. So if you like this video, you should also check out my other undercover video, which I made on Stranger Thing, and something similar happened on there as well.